and yet the stuff.
Sunday and baseball. You know, I think back to when we first had our schedule unfold and saw how things looked, and we were kind of thinking, just get through the month of April. And, you know, fortunately for us, there's been some ups and downs in terms of where we are today and with regard to how we got from there. But overall, we feel pretty good about where this club is. Still feel like the bullpen has a lot of question marks. I'm sure we'll talk about that as we get into our discussion today. Offensively, I don't feel we've clicked to the level that our expectations are. But having said that, you know, we're winning baseball games, and our starting pitching has been just outstanding. Knock on wood, from a health standpoint, other than what happened in spring training, things have gone pretty well for us in April. So, you know, I think there's a lot of positives going on right now from the baseball front. Not to mention what we have going on in the minor leagues. I know a lot of you follow that in great depth and report on it in a very positive way, so I appreciate that. I think the grassroots of our farm system is really something that we made a commitment to 6-7 years ago, understanding that we needed that pipeline to supply talent for the major leagues, and it's, in my mind, really delivered. We still have a really good group of players that we haven't had to tap into yet. Hope we don't have to this year. If it does, that means we are healthy and strong up here. But when you think about names like Oscar Tavares, Michael Walker, Colt Long, these guys are majorly ready. It's just right now we don't have a spot for them, unfortunately. And that's a good thing for the major league club. But if you're those guys, you sort of want your opportunity. So my job is always trying to create some opportunity for these young men at some point. I think the strength of this system, our organization has been we're not afraid to promote from within. We take a lot of pride that last year our roster had the most homegrown talent of any team in the major leagues. It's something that we're going to continue to be advocates for moving forward. So I kind of think about that player we just brought up the other day, Jermaine Curtis, and someone like him we probably felt he was never going to make the big leagues given the strength of this organization up top, and someone that really wasn't getting a lot of notoriety down below. And for him to get that opportunity, I know it was a very special moment for him and his family. But it was well deserved. He played hard, he worked hard, he stayed focused, and he just kept inching his way closer, and then finally got that chance. So there's a handful of other players like that. Will they have the same fortune he does? Time will tell. But really feel good about where the baseball side is right now, and happy to take some questions, but you want to jump in real quick and we'll keep doing it?
Sure. I usually like to give a few updates on projects that we get asked a lot about. Probably the biggest one, Ballpark Village. We're excited to be under construction. We're on track for spring of next year, so we're really moving fast. Obviously, the recent rainy weather hasn't helped, but they continue to make some progress in foundation work. And we should see some steel actually come up in probably about 3 to 4 weeks, and be fun this summer to really see it start to take shape in terms of the erector set that happens on the steel side first, and then finished out by kind of the end of the season. We should be enclosed in the village and starting on the interior. So the basic time frame is about July. We'll be bringing some parking online on the west side of the site this summer. So, we're trying to get that surface parking done to begin with. And then the construction site obviously will still be roped off. But it's got, in terms of what we're going to be doing next spring, what we're going to be unveiling, the 3 anchor tenants that I think of in this project is, the first one is Cardinal, and that's a concept that we are doing as a club. It's going to be a bar, restaurant, store, Hall of Fame museum, and a seating deck with a party room attached to it that will seat 330 people, and it'll be an all-inclusive ticket, sold just like the tickets here, with a museum visit attached to it, so you can come go to the museum, go watch a ball game on the top, really unique. It's never happened in baseball where somebody has designed the ballpark to have an open view to the city and then utilize that view with a concept that is purely Cardinals and all these different uses inside. We decided to be trailblazing on that. Then there's Busch's concept, brew pub, that really our development partner Cordish is kind of taking the lead on. It's going to be a showcase of their international brands and some fun aspects of that as well, like maybe a shuttle to their brewery tours and stuff like that. So it's a really great way for Busch to kind of flag in the ground on this side of the city and kind of reestablish their commitment to downtown. Then there's this thing in the middle called the live marketplace, and that's going to be something that you guys might have seen as you travel around some other cities, Louisville, Kansas City, now Philadelphia, Baltimore. They all have these kind of live concepts, and we're going to obviously tailor it and make it more specific to St. Louis. But the basic idea is that it isn't closed like on a day like today, but you would be closed and probably maybe a little bit of heater. With a retractable roof for nice days, so you know, it's going to be like glass retractable roof, great ambiance, huge 50-foot LED screen TV, 2,000 people can be in there, it's multi-story, balconies, viewing, all kinds of stuff, live music, stage, and other sort of kiosk-related food and beverage opportunities, as well as a kind of like a Vegas sports deck kind of look right in front of the with food, seating, and other stuff. So live marketplace, really anchoring for special events. We'll put programming a lot of events there on non-game days. We know on game days it'll be full with red shirts, but and then we're going to really activate it on those other days of the year to get people down here. So that's kind of what we've also got 4 other tenants we haven't announced them yet, but those announcements will be coming soon to round out the district in the first phase. And then in future phases, you know, we're hopeful of additional, maybe some office, residential, additional retail, possibly hotel, all that kind of stuff. We've got our eye on for future phases, but right now we're focused on phase 1, which is opening next spring. A couple other updates, you know, things are going well for the Cardinals in terms of, you know, the basic business measures, ticket sales, and, you know, sponsorships and things of that nature. We, you know, we have dynamic pricing. We're in the 3rd year of that. It's going very well. I think the key for that to be successful for us has been 2 things. One, it's a value opportunity for fans on low demand games or lower, you know, we don't have low demand cards, but we have in some games that struggle to sell out, and we're able to really cut pricing and get people up into those pair of seats that otherwise might not have had an opportunity to see games. $5 tickets, and you never could do that before. We posted the price of any year after that. So it's been a benefit from that point of view. Of course, the club makes an extra $1 or $2 when they're coming in town on Friday in June. Right? It's just, that's the way it works. So I think it works for both fans and the club. And the key to it is we give the season ticket holders a guarantee that we will never drop a ticket price below what they paid for in their section in terms of our dynamics. So that's kind of the pact we have with season holders so that we preserve the value of the season ticket and make sure that they continue to see the value beyond just pricing. It's, of course, all the other stuff that we throw out there for season holders. But I think that's also a key part of retention of that category. So those are a couple updates. Maybe we'll just turn it over to Q&A from here, whether it's all me or have to take whatever.
Yeah, a lot of fans that go to the games like to do something called internet. Is there any possibility of getting maybe paper use or free Wi-Fi?
You know, we are looking at that. I think there's a long answer, short answer. I'll give you a good answer. Last year, AT&T came in and spent $5 million to wire this ballpark for they call it the distributed antenna system, where actually if you look around, when you go back to your seats today, look around sort of the back of the house, roof areas, you'll see these little white cones, upside down cones. It's this AT&T system. What they did is they said it's really hard with 45,000 people in one place for you to have good interactive use of your cell phone. data upload and stuff. And I'm sure you all know this, it's slow in the ballpark. It's true everywhere, it's not just St. Louis. And so AT&T did it for us, Verizon's done it for some clubs. Basically, most clubs now, I think almost all 30, have this done. Now, it still hasn't been perfected. They've spent a lot of money and it's better. But the goal in baseball is for your smartphone to be just as good in the ballpark with 45,000 people as it is when you drive home. So we're not there yet. We're trying to get there. As it relates to Wi-Fi, we're hoping, we basically as an industry now, we're trying more to sometimes advanced media, the central headquarters level, they are taking the lead on this. They want to see how after all the improvements that we distribute antenna systems, if they're good enough, they may not need to go to Wi-Fi. There's still a gap there for uploading data. Definitely, they may actually have to run Wi-Fi throughout the week. So it's kind of become a little bit of a lead issue. A couple of teams led and invested in it, sort of figure out how to do it. Some with mixed success, and now the mini initiative, and we're sort of on the coast of that.
Phrase we always hear best available, but there's something to her point earlier where you have to address needs. And so I think from a strategic standpoint, baseball, you're not allowed to trade up or down yet. So in terms of looking at the draft, you should try to address what you feel can best help you, but certainly you want the most likely probability of someone making it bigger. So that's sort of how we hedge our bets. So having said that, we've got 2 picks in the first round, so hopefully we can arbitrage them in a positive way to end up filling some needs. Having said that, I don't think there's a ton of shortstops in this draft.